Hey, you're young, maybe 17, maybe 21. You've got energy, ambition, that fire inside your chest that says, I want to make it big. You dream of financial freedom, of building something real, something that makes people stop and say, wow, they did it. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. Success this early? It's possible, but it comes with rules. Rules that nobody teaches in school. Rules that can make or break your 20s. Today, I'm going to share 7 principles. The kind of principles that build not just fast success, but lasting success. So grab a coffee, put your phone on silent, and listen up. This might be the talk you didn't know you needed. To be a king, you must first be a pawn. Let's start with something that might sting a little. Everyone wants to be the boss, the CEO, the one calling the shots. But nobody wants to start at the bottom. We live in a generation that hates patience. We want the shortcut, the hack, the viral moment that skips the grind. But here's the truth. Every great leader once served. Every king once played the role of a pawn. When you start out, you'll do things that feel small, maybe even beneath you. Taking orders, doing the boring stuff, answering emails, cleaning up someone else's mess. But that's where you learn the fundamentals. Respect, work ethic, humility. Those early jobs, those late nights where nobody's watching, that's the training ground. That's where you earn your stripes. Too many people try to lead before they've learned to follow. But skipping steps is like building a skyscraper without a foundation. It might look tall for a while, but the first storm will knock it down. So be patient. Embrace the pawn phase. Because a pawn who plays wisely, one step at a time, can cross the board and become a king. Dress to elevate. You ever notice how people treat you differently when you dress just a little better? Yeah, it's real. When you're young, people will automatically underestimate you. You'll walk into rooms where people assume you don't know what you're doing. And the way you present yourself can flip that script instantly. Now, this doesn't mean you need designer brands or luxury clothes. Honestly, those often do the opposite. The goal isn't to impress, it's to elevate. A clean, fitted black or white t-shirt, tailored pants, polished shoes, that's all you need. Simplicity signals maturity. Less noise, more substance. And here's the secret. When you look like you respect yourself, people start respecting you too. They take you seriously before you even say a word. Dress how you want to be treated. Not flashy, but intentional. Because presentation isn't vanity, it's strategy. Have something that keeps you humble. Now this one's important. When success starts showing up, when the money, attention, or recognition starts rolling in, your biggest enemy isn't failure, it's your ego. You need something in your life that reminds you you're human, something that humbles you. For some, that's business, the constant challenge of keeping things afloat. For others, it's the gym, martial arts, or faith. Anything that brings you back down to earth when your head starts floating too high. Because here's the reality. If you don't humble yourself, life will do it for you, and trust me, it won't be gentle. There will be days where you think you've got everything figured out, and then something will hit you. A deal falls apart, a person you trusted leaves, or you realize you're not as good as you thought. Those moments hurt, but they also build you. Humility isn't weakness, it's armor. It keeps you grounded when success tries to lift you off the ground. So whatever you do, find something that keeps your feet on the ground and your heart in check. Because balance is what keeps greatness from turning into arrogance. No casual dating. Alright, this one's gonna ruffle some feathers. But hear me out. If you're in your teens or early 20s, you don't have time for messy, half-serious relationships. You're in the season of building, not blending lives with people who don't even know who they are yet. Casual dating, flings, endless talking stages, they drain your focus, your energy, and sometimes your confidence. This doesn't mean love is bad. Love is amazing when it's with the right person. But the truth is, at this age, most people are still figuring themselves out. So if you do find someone, make sure it's someone who pushes you to grow, not someone who distracts you from your goals. Otherwise, stay single. Build your foundation. Get your money right. Get your mind right. Your best years for building your future are right now. Your best years for love will come later. Think about it. What's more attractive than someone who actually has their life together? Build that version of yourself first. Keep your circle small, but your influence large. Let's talk about friends, or rather, real friends. In your journey, you'll meet hundreds of people. Some will like your energy, others will envy it. Some will show up when you're winning, but disappear when you're struggling. Here's the key. Your circle should be small, but solid. You don't need 10 best friends. You need 2 or 3 people who tell you the truth, who keep you accountable, who clap for you when you're not in the room. At the same time, don't isolate yourself. Keep your influence wide. Be respectful, professional, kind, even to people who don't offer anything in return. Because reputation spreads quietly, and you never know who's watching. Influence isn't about having followers. It's about having respect. When your name comes up in rooms you're not in, you want people to say, "That person? They're solid." That's real power, the kind you don't need to post about. Every blessing comes with a test. Here's something nobody warns you about. When success comes early, so do the tests. You might make your first big paycheck, land your first client, or hit a milestone you've dreamed of for years. Feels amazing, right? But right after that comes the test. Life will ask, are you ready to handle this? Because making money once is easy. Keeping it, growing it, and staying sane while doing it, that's the real challenge. You'll be tempted to coast, to think, I've made it. But the moment you stop learning, stop pushing, or stop being grateful, that's when things start to fall apart. The universe, or God, however you see it, has a way of humbling people who get too comfortable. So instead of fearing the tests, expect them. See them as proof that you're being trusted with more. And when things get hard, remember, legends aren't built from one victory. They're built from consistency, over and over again. Invest early and push the money away from you. Now let's talk money, the fun part and the dangerous part. When you start earning young, the temptation is real. You want to show it off. Buy that car, the watch, the designer shoes. You tell yourself, I deserve this. And maybe you do. But if you're not careful, that's how you lose momentum. The smartest thing you can do when you start making money? Push it away from you. Seriously. Invest it. Lock it in things that aren't easy to touch. Real estate, gold, long-term assets, or even your own business. Something that grows quietly while you focus on building more. Because when money sits in your hands, it burns. You'll find excuses to spend it. But when it's invested, it works for you, even when you sleep. And here's the kicker. When you're 19 and driving a luxury car, nobody's impressed. They think it's luck or inheritance. But when you're 30 and financially free, people respect that. So let the money grow in silence. Then enjoy it later, when you've earned not just the cash, but the wisdom to keep it. Final thoughts. Build the foundation before the tower. Let's be real. Everyone wants success fast. Social media makes it look like everyone's living the dream, traveling the world, driving supercars at 20. But what you don't see is the part where they struggle, the part where they fail, or the part where it all crashes down because the foundation wasn't strong. Success without foundation is fragile. It's like stacking bricks on air. Looks impressive, but one wrong move and it collapses. The goal isn't to get rich quick, it's to get rich right. That means building your mindset before your money, your habits before your lifestyle, your purpose before your image. There's nothing wrong with wanting nice things, luxury, freedom, experiences. They're beautiful. But when you build slowly, intentionally, with discipline and humility, you won't just have them, you'll deserve them. So to everyone listening, dream big, go after it, but don't rush the process. Every king was once a pawn. And every pawn that stays patient, learns the game, and moves with purpose, eventually becomes unstoppable. Now go build your board, one move at a time. See you in the next one.